Guys, it's like 1:30 right now, and I'm about to eat lunch. Basically, me and Kaden are going to the gym at like 3, and we're going to hit legs, so I'll probably have more updates, but I'll see y'all when we're at the gym. Guys, I'm heading to the gym right now to meet Kaden. I'm probably going to stay pretty light on squats just because, well, I'll explain it in the voiceover. I'm going to do a voiceover of the leg day, so I'm going to explain a lot of stuff about like leg injuries and stuff I've had in the past. All right, guys, so before we started squatting, we warmed up on the bikes, and then I just opened up my hips with swings, and then I did some other stretches that I didn't record, but basically the reason why I'm squatting such lightweight today is because I've had a hamstring injury for a very long time, almost a year now, and it's just now starting to heal up. I think what the injury was called is proximal hamstring tendinopathy, which is basically when the tendons that run through your hamstring and where they meet your glute, they're like really inflamed and swollen, which takes a very long time to heal. So here's me just warming up with the bar, just making sure my form's good here. That's really what I'm doing the whole time. I'm just making sure my form is pretty locked in just so that there's really not going to be a risk of the injury coming back. But also, I'm probably going to invest in squat shoes soon, like some heels or something, heeled squat shoes, especially with me doing high bar. It'll just make it a lot easier to hit depth. But here's me moving up to 95 pounds, still feeling pretty good. I end up working up to 205, I think, this workout, and it moved pretty easy. You'll see that when the video pops up. But yeah, this is just 95, feeling super light. I'm not taking like big jumps on my squats just because I want to make sure that my legs are properly warmed up, especially around the glute and hamstring area before I go to any heavy weight. But here's me moving up to a plate, still feeling really light. But on my back, this is actually feeling pretty heavy because I remember squatting this and being like, oh shoot, it feels heavy on my back. Even though the weight's moving really quick, it's just my CNS and like all my motor pathways and stuff are not used to squatting any weight like above 95 pounds just because of the injury, and my body got like unadapted to squatting any weight. But here's 165. Still feeling really heavy on the back, but as you can see, it's moving pretty quick. And like my muscular strength is still there, so I'm just gonna have to work on like ligament and tendon strength and letting my CNS have time to get used to feeling heavy weight on my back. But here we're about to move on to 185, and I usually wouldn't go this heavy post injury, but my leg was feeling really good and I moved up to 185. So this was moving really good as well, so I decided to go up. I think I just did, I think that was my third rep of 185, and I cut it there, and I moved up to 205, actually. I put my belt on for the first time in like a year for this rep, which I probably didn't need my belt, but as you can see, the weight moved really fast. Like, honestly, I probably could have done 10 more, but it felt so heavy on my back just because, like I said, my CNS isn't used to it. But there was no pain in my hamstring, so here I am doing a 3x5 with 145 for my back down sets. All three of these sets moved really good. Basically, these sets were really low RPE. I kept it at like RPE 5 probably for these sets just because I'm not trying to go anywhere close to failure right now with my hamstring not completely recovered yet. But all three of these sets moved really good. And also I felt almost no pain in my hamstrings at all during this squat session. Maybe like a tiny bit of pain once I hit like my 205, but these back down sets felt really good. So I had my friend record from the back because I felt like I was leaning a little bit to the right. And as you can see on these reps, it looks like my butt isn't completely even and that I'm leaning more towards my right side, and I think that's just a mobility issue, and because I've been prioritizing my right leg over my left leg since my left leg has been the injured one. And I think my right leg is just really tight from being worked more than my left leg. So I'm definitely going to work on like stretching and mobility so that that doesn't turn into a problem. But yeah, I'm thinking that my hamstring is going to be almost like completely recovered in a month or two. So hopefully I can start a real powerlifting program and probably work up to like 315 by Christmas or so. But here's me doing some accessory movements. I'm doing some hamstring curls, just light hamstring curls to activate that hamstring glute area and get blood flow straight to that injury point to help the injury heal quicker. But I didn't go like anywhere close to failure on these. I just activated the hamstrings enough for there to be blood flow. And after these, I think I moved on to the abductor machine. Yeah, this is me doing targeting my abductors, which is like glutes and the outside of your leg, which is also where the pain was in my left leg. So this is just encouraging blood flow to those areas, which will help the injury heal, because in getting blood flow to an injured area can increase the time that it takes to heal a lot. So I wasn't really going anywhere close to failure on these either, similar to the hamstring curls. I was just getting blood flow and keeping it like low intensity. Here we're doing leg extensions. This is the last exercise, and basically I'm going pretty heavy on these because it doesn't affect the injury at all, which is why I didn't lose a lot of leg mass during the injury, because I would just like spam these while I was injured because it didn't affect the injury really at all.